The fourth Russian-British Business Forum, a major business event in London, brought together over 800 participants and 50 high-profile speakers representing businesses, government organizations, and development institutions from both countries. London, the 26th of November 2018. The Queen Elizabeth II Conference Centre hosted the annual Russian-British Business Forum, RBBF, which has, for the fourth year in a row, served as a platform for discussions, presentations of Russian developments, and the signing of bilateral agreements. The theme of this year's forum was Partnership in Innovation, driving discussions in 4 panel sessions, 2 roundtables, and a networking lunch for Russian startups and international investors and banks. RBBF is held under the aegis of the Ministry of Industry and Trade of the Russian Federation and is organized together with the Roscongress Foundation and 30 other Russian and international partners. Following the sanction-related fall-off, economic relations between Russia and the UK have been developing gradually for the past 2 years, seeing a growth of approximately 20% per annum. Support for small and medium-sized businesses entering the markets in Russia and the UK, the stimulation of new projects in the non-energy, non-commodity sectors, fostering investment in industrial projects in Russia's regions, all of this is a part of our work with the United Kingdom, said Minister of Industry and Trade of the Russian Federation Denis Manturev. According to the results of the first 3 quarters of 2018, Russia is first among all of Britain's trade partners with respect to the growth rate of their trade turnover. The growth rate of Russian exports amounts to 34.5%. Total trade turnover between the two countries for the January to September period increased by 20.2% as a result of Russian hydrocarbon exports, as well as Russian non-energy, non-commodity exports, metals, chemicals, fertilizers, turbines, seafood, etc. As usual, the United Kingdom saw a trade deficit with Russia this year in the amount of $4.8 billion United States dollars. If these trends continue, the trade turnover for 2018 should amount to approximately $14 billion United States dollars. In the interest of developing cooperation in the high-tech sector, the forum include presentations of new products and solutions from Russian companies, a VR, IoT rehab platform from Motoritsa, Center 2M's first machine vision solution using the IBM technology base developed together with IBM, and the new areas of development for the Republic of Tatarstan's Pharmopolis project. The documents signed at RBBF included an agreement between Agrosila and House Hemp Sprayers Limited regarding the supply of agricultural equipment and localized manufacturing, an agreement between the Russian Export Center and Supply Finder regarding the promotion of Russian products and services on the international market and investor attraction, and an agreement between GetTransfer and BSI UK regarding the provision of transport services for clients in the UK. Representatives of over 70 Russian and British companies were able to hold business meetings in the special RBBF matchmaking zone. Moreover, as part of the networking lunch, Russian high-tech startups, including startups funded by Lanet Ventures, Skalkova, and Pulsar, had talks with representatives from Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse, Barclays, LLB Investment, Citigroup, and other financial institutions. Read more. UK GovTrade, investment agency to stay in Russia. Despite current differences, there are a significant number of issues that unite Moscow and London. The two countries have a variety of well-established cultural, scientific, and trade and investment ties. Roscongress supports the Russian-British Business Forum because the foundation acts as the initiator of similar international discussion formats for leading forums such as SPIEF, EEF, and the IBC. Forums have a cumulative effect on business and society and help bring us back to the formats of dialogue, collaboration, and cooperation. I am convinced that we must avoid highlighting differences and making arguments for and against direct contact between Russian and British entrepreneurs and instead make use of our common sense and goodwill, lest, as was once said by Winston Churchill, we open a quarrel between the past and the present and find that we have lost the future, remarked Roscongress Foundation CEO Alexander Stuglev. Trade representative of the Russian Federation in the United Kingdom Boris Abramov noted, it's currently favorable for Russia to purchase a wide range of goods and services. We aim to make trade cooperation familiar and easy to understand for Russian companies as well as British ones. As a platform for establishing dialogues between companies in various industries and discussing real examples of successful business interactions and challenges in today's Russian and British market, RBBF serves as a positive indicator of the real nature of business relations. This year, RBBF has focused on Russia's export potential in the high-tech sector, creative industries, and the service industry. At the exhibitions Made in Russia stand, the Russian Export Center and Skolkovo presented high-tech products from Russian companies working in banking services, client services, corporate IT solutions, and tourism. 17 Russian companies, including Heatbook, Vitaguide, Switch Sales and Board Maps, presented their products at the stand. RBBF 2018 saw speeches from His Royal Highness, Prince Michael of Kent, FIDE President and Chairman of the Skolkovo Foundation Council Arkady Vorkovich, Deputy Minister of Digital Development, Communications and Mass Media of the Russian Federation Maxim Parshin, Presidential Commissioner for Entrepreneurs' Rights Boris Titov, President of Tatarstan Rustam Minikhanov, Aussie General Director Svetlana Chupsheva, Chairman of the Management Board of Soyuz Multfilm, Yuliana Slashova, as well as executives and representatives of the UK Department for International Trade, the UK National Health Service, Aeroflot, Russian Airlines, Cyberbank of Russia, Fosagro, Tatneft, the London Stock Exchange, IBM, Sony Pictures Television, the Russian Direct Investment Fund, Synergy University, VEB Innovations, Petropavlovsk plc, Animation Future Film, Polyplastic Group, Accelerate, and other organizations.